Hi, I'm Susan Ockwell, Director of Optimism. And today's question is, how can an L&D person think like a performance consultant? So first up, we all know that training is not the answer to every performance problem that there is out there. So next time you get called in to talk about a training solution, don't immediately accept that it is and rush off to start analysing the need or setting performance objectives or learning objectives or discussing delivery methods. Instead, take a step back and consider SCOM. So SCOM stands for Skill, Knowledge, Opportunity and Motivation. SCOM's just a little easy way that I used to think about analysing performance situations, but it's based on the original works of Mager and Pipe. So they're analysing performance problems. So SCOM is just a tool to prompt you to ask the right questions to better understand the situation. So let's see how it works. So S stands for skill. And the question here is, do they have the skill? Could they actually perform as you want them to do if their life depended on it? Could they actually do what you wanted them to do? Because if they could, it's not a skill issue. So then you'd have to move on and ask about the K. So K stands for knowledge. Do they really know what they need to know in order to perform the way you want them to? And if you think they do, then you also ask, do they know exactly what's expected of them? Do they know what to do, when to do it, and to what standard? And you might also ask, and how do they know that? But if you're happy with the question to that, then it's not knowledge either. So really, training or learning initiatives really only address these first two of SCOM, so it's skill and knowledge. But if you found that it's not a skill or knowledge problem, you need to continue with the rest of SCOM. So next up, we have O for opportunity. Do they really have the opportunity, including all the time, the resources, the equipment that they need in order to do what you want them to do, to perform to standard? And are there any barriers or obstacles that get in their way, that stop them performing the way you want them to? Because if there are, it might mean that you need to either increase the opportunity that they have to perform the way you want them to, or reduce or eliminate the barriers and the obstacles. And that's a whole bunch of different questions. But perhaps you're happy with the O, so the next one up is M. M is for motivation. Do they seem like they really want to perform to the standard that you require from them? Some people call this an attitude problem, and it's not necessarily addressed through training or learning, as you can imagine. So when you've got a problem that seems like a motivation problem, it's then that you want to examine the consequences attached to that performance. So you might need to adjust those consequences and reward the performance you do want, and punish, if you like, the performance that you don't want. And make sure that the performance in itself actually matters anyway. So it's all about adjusting consequences to readjust the motivation level. So that's the answer to the question, how can an L&D person start to think like a performance consultant? Hope you found it useful, and if you did, check out our other videos. And if you've got a question, send it in and we'll try and answer it for you. Or if you're a corporate looking for a capability partner, check out our website and then give us a call.